Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and YouTube. My name is Gaming Envy, and this is the first look at one of the Hellfire bosses, which is called, it's a strange name, he is called, I gotta look at it, I gotta read it because it's a weird name, Xhul'horac, or Xhul'horac, something like that, strange name. Basically, this guy's got 5 phases, it gets some quite nasty AoE involved. So, let's look at the overview on him. Basically, he's got 5 phases, each more deadly than the last, of course, and he has void magic and fel magic. So in the first phase, basically he'll focus on summoning a chamber which blows fel and void energy on the raids. This phase occurs upon all phases. So basically it'll just shoot out this green and purple shit on the floor, as you can see here, right, green stuff, and it will change to green void. So often, because obviously it's the fel stage I'm on, the first phase, so it's just the fel energy, and he'll summon minions. So he'll summon 2 types of minions. You've got the fel minions and the void walking minions, depending on what phase they're on. So here we have the fel minions. So basically you have to take these down as quick as possible. They do heavy damage, especially on the tanks, so get them quick as possible, and it's simple as that. And then the second phase, which we'll be coming to soon, basically it's the same kind of stuff, but it's going to be a void phase instead. It'll be using void power, so the same kind of stuff. So tanks need to stand at either side of the portal. There's going to be 2 portals up. There's going to be a void portal and a fel portal. So a tank needs to sit either side of one of these and split the damage between the 2 of them. Melee have to split themselves up as well if they can, and just stealth split out the damage basically. Range basically have to stand behind the portals, so wherever the melee are and the tanks, basically the other side, so they don't take so much of the damage basically. And because stacking in this is not a good idea. If you stack, the damage is going to build up, you're going to die. It's a better idea to split in this apparently. So this is in the second phase now. Basically you get 2 debuffs on the tanks. Every 8 seconds basically a stack builds up, and if the stack builds up too much, that tank's dead. And it can also happen on melee and, well, all the DPS really, but it's important for the tanks because they will continuously get the debuff, so to taunt off each other. But as you see, we've only got 1 tank, because part way through the video, or near the beginning actually, the second tank left, because this is actually our 3rd run. The first 2 runs weren't too good. The second run we nearly got him down, but he left, rage quitted. And to be quite honest, we're actually doing better without him. So it looks like it was him fucking it up, to be quite honest, yeah. So let's look at the other different abilities he's got. He's got Chaotic Fel Blaze. A small pool of fel energy on the floor spreads out over 8 seconds and it stacks. So basically, if you stand in this green shit in the floor, you're going to get killed. Basically, it's an old non-written rule in WoW, don't stand in the fire. And the same with the creeping void energy, it's the same thing, just void energy instead. So we're on the 3rd phase now. As you can see, you've got void and fel energy going about, see? So because you've got the 2 phases going, you're going to get 2 different energies. You're going to get the voids and you're going to get the fel. So it's basically a combination of the 1st and 2nd phase basically. There's an attack he's got called Fel Strike, which doesn't very high damage on the current tank targets. So basically, if it came, that's about it. It's quite a low attack. Nothing to worry about that really. And then you got Fel Surge, targets a random player with fel energy. After 8 seconds, creates a small patch of chaotic fel breeze. So it's a fel energy pool. So you've got the fel energy pools and you've got the void pools. Basically, they're like the whirling pools you'll see on the floor that we've got out of a few times. It's quite similar to the fight of Garrosh. You know, you got that big swirly purple shit here on the floor, and basically you just have to run away from it and don't let it suck you in. It's got Chains of Fel, which he uses in the 2nd and 3rd phase. The boss chains random players together. So basically, if you get chained together, I think at one point earlier on I did get chained together with some more people. Basically, just run away from each other. That's why I said it's important to spread out, because if you stack, it's a no-win. So I think there's one part where 3 was to stack together. It was all healers. All our healers were in the same area, and we had to all split off of each other, which was quite difficult at one phase because there was green and purple shit all off the floor. So it was either running that for a bit or die anyway. So we're in the last phase now. So the last phase, basically, it just goes batshit crazy to be quite honest with you. So he'll use all of his attacks together, summon both types of demons, all the shit on the floor, and basically all the attacks I mentioned is basically doing them all at the same time. He absorbs energy from both the portals, shifting between Fel energy and Void energy, using the Fel Strike and the Fel Surge, which I explained earlier. And the Black Hole. So the Black Hole is literally what it does in a random location. Basically, you get sucked in. I think that's just mentioned. I got a bit confused up there. Basically, you get sucked in. Basically, just get away from it. Basically, Withering Gaze. Withering Gaze does high damage to one player, which is the tank. Right. This is the one where it stacks up. So it will also increase shadow damage by 20% for 9 seconds. So that's why it's so important for the tanks to taunt off each other. So see here, well, a lot of the DPS are dying here was because we only had one tank. So basically, all the healers were ravagely trying to heal the tank to make sure we didn't wipe again. It was the 3rd time we said, no, don't wipe, so close. So basically, we had to sacrifice other DPS for the tank not to go down and for us to take him down. So overall, guys, it's quite a good fight, quite a fun fight. I've also got mana off, which was quite difficult, really. But yeah, no drops this time because it's PTR, so there's no point really. If you want to look at the gear, just look on the website. But that's it, guys. If you like the video, please subscribe. And until next time, happy gaming, and I'll see you soon.